Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. Flutter taxi app inside today we need to see this here the trip detail screens we need to develop here. First of all, we need this here the one API callings booking details need to calls here. First of all, we need to declare this API inside the globe files. Now need to find out here the globe files. Now need to go inside the common files and to select here the globe files and now need to put this here the SV key inside API name SV booking detail is equal to need to write down here the dollars base URL and write booking detail. Like this need to call here the API. Now need this here this API calls. First of all now need to find out here the trip detail screens and to give this here the booking informations needs here the booking ID. That's why I need to declare here the maps and to create here the object variables and to add here the constructor inside the these parameters. And after need to go here and we need to write down here the API calls to do and to write down here API string like this here. Now need to give this here the void API detail. Right here functions and first of all now need to open here the HUD show HUD and after need to call this here the service call and to call this here the post methods. Now need to pass here the parameters inside the booking ID. You need these parameters for this API into widgets dot objects and to give this here the booking ID dot booking ID. Need to write down here the double quotes. Otherwise, you need to declare here the globe files inside to string. And now need to give this here the path SV booking details and need to also write here API token set here the true. And now need to with success blocks need to write down here first parameters, second parameters need to here the failure blocks need to write down here the errors. If you get any errors for calling this API, return here the errors and to async functions need to write down here. Now we need to get here the response object. Now first of all need to globe dots hide HUD need to call here and also need to print this here the alerts. Give this here the globe dot app names and we need to set this here the error to string like this. We need to write down here and then after also need to hide here HUD and now need to check here the API status request objects and to check here the status equal to 1 means success, otherwise need to else here. Now need to if else and to show this here the message of response objects and to give this here the key dot message to string need to show here the error message and need to write down here the error image copy and paste this here. Now need to get here the whole data and to save inside the one variables need to declare here map booking object is equal like this need to write down here flag Now need to save these variables. Here's request object response set here for reload map optionals. Like this need to parse and to check here's if mounted, then to set state. Like this need to call here's. Now need to first of all need to configure the screens inside the drivers and users my right list. Inside need to needs here the configures the screens. Now need to go first of all the user my rights view, and we need to write down here create here the buttons graph with widgets in quell button on tab events. Need to context dot push, and need to call this here trip details view, and to pass this here the right object, and call here semicolons. Now need to save. Again now need to copy these functions and to find out here the driver my rights view. We need to find out and to put this here these containers, and also need to put this like this. We need to need sears, and we need to import this here the trip details like this need. Now first of all we need to run here the user apps and to set one by one's data for the screen. First of all we need to see this here the UI. Now launching here the app, and also need to write down here the one functions call here the go inside details, and we need to call here the API needs here API details. In initialized state, so need to call this here the booking details, get details information, so need to call this here the API. Now app is ready. Now need to click here, select here the my rides, and select here the first ride. Now look like this here the show here's UI, and now one by one so need to show this here the data. Need to configure here. Now click on backs and again opens and to call this API and to get and save this here the data inside this API. Now first of all we need to set this here the pickups and drop of address we need to set here. Now need to find out here this pickup address, and also need to configure this here the cross axis alignments. Need to set here the start. Now give this here the booking objects, and we need to pass this here. Now need to show here the pickup address. Give this here the name pickup address, and to set here the string optional like this here. So now need to copy here, paste this here, and to write down here the drop address, and also need to set here the cross axis alignment set as a starts like this. We need to save here and to reflect this here, and also need to fix this here the overflow. Need to wrap with widgets and set here the expanded save. Also need to this expanded like this. We need to set. Now need to setting here the price. First of all need to declare here the price. Need to needs here where tax amounts is equal to need to write down here the double try parse, and we need to give this here the booking objects, and to give this here the tax amt to string and optional value. Now same as need to get here the tolls and payable amounts. Payable AMT. Now need to here the AMT and toll text. Like this we need to set here. Now need to calculate here where total amounts AMT is equal to need to payable amount minus total amount minus text amount. Like this need to get here the value. Now need to copy here the payable amounts. Need to set here this value. Now need to find out here the value and need to set here dollars payable amounts and to string with fix set here the two digits like the sets and to showing this here, and also need to here set here the your payments. Need to set same value. Now need to copy and scroll downs and you need to write down here paste this here like this sets here. Now top of edits we need to notes in this codes need to set here 0. Discounts not set here, set here the 0. Otherwise maybe need to comment these codes like this. And now no inside the p also comments here the p. Now need to show here dollars total AMT to string fix set here the true and to show this here like this. Now need to again copy and to show here text AMT, show here the text, and also need to show here toll um, like this and showing here the toll amounts like this sets here the receipts informations need to show here. Now need to configures here the ratings and user need to show set here. Now first of all need to no need to change this value. Need to configures here fix first of all. Need to go inside the wrap widgets and to ignore pointers and to ignores is equal to set here the true like this sets here. Now need to set here the value. Need to call this here the doubles. Try to parse and to give this here the booking objects and need to check here service calls user types is equal to once means user logins. Then to show this here the driver rating. If users, then to show here the driver ratings. If drivers, then to show this here the user rating is value, and you need to set here the to string, set here the if not gets, and to set here the one like this. Need to parse and to save this here and show here the tree. And now need to show here the names. First of all need to create here the dollars and now need to pass this here the booking objects and to give this here the name as need to get here the string optional blank value like the sets and to set here the JSON data like this data are the showing here. Now need to trip types here not available, that's why I need to commit this here the lines. And now need to give this here the service name booking objects and to give this here the service name key as string optional. And we need to remove here the const value and also need to set here the date and times. First of all need to convert and to need this here the stop times we need to need here and to set here. Now need to how to calculate here the date times For the if write complete time to show this here the stops time, need to calculate here first of all booking objects, give this here the stop time as string. Maybe to write down here to string is good. You need to get this here the it format and to set here the string formats. Need to display here the dd mmm dash yy and to show this here h mm h like this. Show here's write down here the format text 6 years. Give this and set like this years and to save this years. Now showing here the date and times, need to show here's. Now need to show here the service name, maybe mistake here's typo. Now show here the go rate service. Now need to showing here the times and distance. You need to show here's scroll ups and to write down here the booking objects and need to pass this here the duration and as string optionals to give this here do not get pick this show and maybe wrong place to set here distance is set is this here again need to yes years need to write down here the double to try parts and need to set here to pick now need to give this here the source and to set this here done like this set here's and to save this here's and look like this here the show and also create here reports maybe dollars to this value here's now need to show here 2 kilometers like this is because here set here the minimum kilometer is at 2 and now need to set here the cash or online by payments methods need to set here create here the dollars and to check this here the booking object brackets inside need to set here mx type equal to 1 means cash otherwise online like this need to write down and set here to fix this here the typo set here and look like this here to show here now you need to set here the map configurations are the needs first of all need to draw maps need to write down here the functions need to cut here and to give this here the pickup and drop locations need to set here now need to get here first of all the double try to parse if not gets value parsing then to set here 0 0 now need to get here the booking objects and need to write down here string and give this here the pickup let it same as now need to get here the longitudes and let it pick pickup long, you need to set here like this here. Now need to do this here the where pickup pin is equal to need here geolocations need to set here image. Now need to get here the drop of pins drop pin each and need to set here the drop latitudes and drop longitudes like this. You need to set here this value pass and now need to set here the pickup pins as a pickup. Drop pins means parts here the drop. Same as need to give this here the drawing as a drop pins and pickup pins. Need to pass here like this here and to save this here. Now after the calling this here the API and you need to set this data after, so maybe take here the map reset and to create here the delay of the drawing here the map, otherwise need to crash this here the apps. First of all, now need to set here the await functions features. We need to call this here the future delay and to give this here the durations. There's a 3 seconds delay we need to set here 3 seconds like years and to set here the cost value. And now we need to call this here the loads roads like this. We need to calling here. Now we need to save this here and make charts. We need to comment here roads here, otherwise you need to crash here. Now need to click on backs. Now need to change here the delay set here force and now need to click against and look like this here show this here. First of all, you need to make here the one flags because you need to loading times need to know here the data. That's why I need to use API data. By default need to set here purpose to copy here. Now inside the body here's API data and to show not and to center in child's need to write down here load set styles textiles set here color three color primary text and need to set here the font size 5 and font weight need to set sound like this set six like this showing here the loading. Now need to click on back against opens and remove here the red screen errors. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.